Welcome to Chapter 2, South by Southeast, where original research is reviewed and published. In this quadrant, research undergoes a review process. Dissertations are reviewed by the candidates committee before the dissertation is accepted and the degree granted. Patent applications are reviewed by the patent office before the patent is granted. Government agencies review the reports they commission and may choose to not make them available if they are dissatisfied with the work. Publication in a peer-reviewed journal is the gold standard of scientific literature. Editors may reject poorly written manuscripts from the outset. Articles being considered for publication are reviewed by scientists in the same field who pass judgment on the quality of the research. Editors may send manuscripts back to the authors to make changes. Good editors will check suspicious or incomplete citations. Publishers of quality journals want to protect their standing in the scientific community, so it is worth their while to make sure what they publish is as good as it can be. It still may not be perfect, and sometimes bad science fools everyone, but generally, peer-reviewed journal articles are the type of material you want to find when doing your own research. As with the previous video, I'm going to show you examples of the different types of publications that occur at this stage in the process. This is an example of a published patent for a beer faucet. Remember, patent applications are reviewed by the patent office before the patent is granted. While not every research project results in a patent or technical report, almost all scientists strive to have their research published in a peer-reviewed journal in their field. The peer-reviewed journal is the gold standard for accepted research, and some journals have a stronger reputation than others. My example here is the cover of a print issue of the Journal of Mammalogy, a scholarly peer-reviewed biology journal. Notice that the volume and issue number and the month and year are clearly noted on the cover. In the sciences, the citation is more likely to include the year, volume, and issue number rather than the month. A peer-reviewed journal may be published online only, or only in print, or in both formats. The library subscribes to some journals in print because the current issue is not available online, or there is a 6 to 12 month embargo that prevents us from accessing the most recent issue online without a subscription. This is an example of the homepage for the online version of the American Midland Naturalist, another scholarly peer-reviewed biology journal. A peer-reviewed journal may be published online only, or only in print, or in both formats. I'm showing you a citation and abstract for an article in American Midland Naturalist as the citation appears in one of the library's online databases. Notice that the index includes the volume number, the issue number, and the page numbers, even though you may only access the online version. Remember that in the sciences, the primary literature discusses original and current research. In a formal publication, primary research can be recognized by the inclusion of a description of how the research was conducted. Here's an example of that from an article in American Midland Naturalist. In the Materials and Methods section, the authors explain that their results are concluded from 2 laboratory trials and field observations. They used published records to guide how they conducted the lab trials. I've now completed our review of the primary literature half of the diagram. However, keep in mind that it is the content of the paper that ultimately determines if it is primary or secondary. Papers presented at conferences may not always be primary. Sometimes a conference paper may review or summarize the primary literature. In that case, the conference paper would be considered secondary. This concludes Chapter 2. You're now ready to move on to Chapter 3, South by Southwest, where primary research is summarized and synthesized for different audiences.